God give me a home where the Buffalo roam, and thus God made McAlester. 24 games have come and gone for the Lady Buffs, and now at number 25, McAlester basketball wraps up the regular season here at home against their rivals by the Red River. Will McAlester end the season on a high note? We're about to find out. Hello and welcome to the McAlester Activity Center, a.k.a. the MAC in McAlester, Oklahoma. I'm your voice of the Lady Buffaloes, Brandon Green, alongside Chase McNutt, and you're tuned into the Lady Buffalo pregame show here on KNED, 1150 AM, 98.3 FM on the KNED app, as well as at McAlsterRadio.com on the KNED tab. Video streaming on the McAlester Radio YouTube channel. And today we finally have the Durant Lady Lions and your McAlester Lady Buffaloes. Partner, we are back, and it finally looks like we're going to have the conclusion to the regular season, because it looked like for a moment there it wasn't going to happen. It was on and off again, kind of like Ross and Rachel and Friends. But what are your expectations for McAlester with nothing to lose and bragging rights against their rivals on the line?
Well, Brandon, for the girls, as you mentioned in your start, this is a good chance to end the regular season on a high note and get some momentum heading towards the playoffs. And I know you don't get that week off like you thought you normally would, but now this game is no longer a back-to-back like it was supposed to be, at least for McAlester on Saturday. Unfortunately for the Durant girls, it's a back-to-back for them either way. But it would be great for them to snap out of this losing streak, especially against, a rival like Durant. And I'm expecting to see some good hoops tonight, and I'm excited.
Yep, the McAlester Lady Buffaloes looking for their first win since January 21st when they had it against 4A Inola in dominant fashion, 46-24, because the last game that McAlester played was against Glenpool, and it was a pretty close game at first. They had it at a 30-23 game in the third quarter, but Glenpool eventually won that third quarter 25-11 en route to a 65-38 win over the Lady Buffaloes. McAlester was better from the field at 47% to 42%. They were 75% from the free throw line to Glenpool's 25%. But offensive rebounds, turnovers, and the three ball won it for the Lady Warriors. Glenpool made 12 three-pointers, had 15 offensive rebounds to McAlster's 4, and forced 30 turnovers to just 11 themselves. That all culminated in 60 shot attempts for Glenpool to just 34 for McAlester. But still, the Lady Buffaloes had a few standout performers. Cambry Zoomer had 12 points on 42% shooting and 3 steals. Rylan Lesnow had 9 points on 4 of 7 shooting and 6 rebounds, and Mila Cole had 7 boards as well. Now, as we look at the Durant Lady Lions, they're going to be playing in their final game of the regular season, I believe. They're 15-7 on the year, led by head coach Tony Robinson, averaging 39.7 points per game and giving up 35.6 points per game. If you missed it when we mentioned it on Saturday, they finished third in the Medill Winter Classic, because the last time that we played the Durant Lady Lions was the second game of the regular season. So there's been a lot of basketball since then. They finished third in the Ada tournament as well, and they were 1-1 in the Atoka tournament before winter weather canceled the rest of that tournament. Also, looking at what they did last night, they lost to Glenpool 56-49, as Chase alluded to just a moment ago. And McAlester played Durant, as we mentioned, in the second game of the regular season. So if you can't remember how that game went, McAlester lost 43-31 in what is now the Robinson Family Gymnasium. It was a 2-point game at halftime, and McAlester was in it until the end of the third quarter, but turnovers led to 13 more shot attempts for Durant on their way to shooting 2% better and 12% better from deep. Outside of turnovers and three-point percentage, every other stat was identical, including out-rebounding Durant by just 2. And we mentioned this back on Saturday, but no matter the outcome of this game, Durant still finishes second, McAlester still finishes 8th. And if you're wondering why, McAlester, if they were to win this game, they would improve to 3-11 on the season. Memorial 3-11 in the district play as well. Now, although Memorial would be around the same area as McAlester in district points, because it comes down to in a split tie between two teams in the same district with the same district record, it comes down to what they did in the two games between those two teams. So since Memorial beat McAlester by 7 and McAlester only beat Memorial by 3, Memorial has the advantage in that head-to-head. So that is why McAlester is locked in at 8th, and this is what it looks like for the regional tournament for our two teams playing here today. Starting off with McAlester, they will be traveling to Booker T to play them in the Booker T Washington Regional next week. They'll be joined by Claremore and Edison. As for Durant, they are hosting a regional, facing Will Rogers in the opening round. Collinsville and Pryor is also in that regional. Now, as we look at the McAlester Lady Buffaloes, who are some players that need to step up for McAlester if they want to end this losing streak and get one over the Lady Lions? the first time in a couple of seasons.
Well, Brandon, I think it starts with your point guard, Cambry Zoomer. She's going to have to facilitate good offense and knock down the open shots that she's going to get, because we know that she's going to get them, she's going to take them as well. And when she really starts getting those shots to fall, it can be a real big offensive weapon for this team. So that's number one with Cambry Zoomer. Number two, I mean, normally my one or two are the same, and it's going to stay consistent here with Rylan Lesnow. Again, got to stay out of foul trouble, which she did in their most recent game last Friday. She did a good job playing that entire game. But they're going to need her tonight, especially against a team like Durant, as you mentioned, that I guess Lesnow would have never beaten them then at that rate. Is that correct?
Lesnow beat them her freshman year.
So for some of these girls, they've never beaten Durant, and for some of them, it's been a couple years since then. So they're going to need Lesnow as well to be on the floor for all 4 quarters if that's going to happen tonight. And then finally, Mila Cole. Cole can be a good third scorer for the Buffaloes, and I really think that that's the piece you got to look at for just McAlester offensively. Who can be that second to third option to go and score, especially, when Lesnow or Zoomer have to come out of the game. And I think Mila Cole could be a big person for that. And not only on the scoring side of it, we know that she can be a huge help on the board side of things, because in their last game, she grabbed 7 rebounds. That could be huge, especially against a team like Durant tonight. And they're going to need more of her doing that as well if they want to get the W.
And she had 8 rebounds against Durant the last time that these two teams played. So she's been a rebound machine right behind Rylan Lesnow as the second leading rebounder at 6.9 a game. But if McAlester is going to put it all together, what does McAlester need to do tonight to beat Durant?
Well, Brandon, it's 3 different things here for you. I've got number 1 in bold, limit turnovers. They're coming off a game from, I believe, Friday where they had 30 turnovers. It doesn't matter who you're playing in any state, that's not going to get it done. It's going to be really hard for you to win that way. So tonight they're going to have to cut that down. I would like to see it at least by half, and then we'll go from there. But they're going to have to limit turnovers. And my second one is going to be sustain offense for all 4 quarters. I believe I talked about it in the first time we did this pregame on Saturday, but there are times where these Lady Buffaloes can go a little bit cold, and normally it's about for maybe just 1 quarter stretch, and that'll be what'll do you in for the end of the game. It's just the 1 quarter was too much to overcome. Against a team like Durant, you're going to have to sustain offense for all 4 quarters, and that is point number 2. And then point number 3, if you end up finding yourself in a dogfight, free throws are going to be a differentiating factor, and that's another one that I've got here, is just simply get to the free throw line. When you experience those scoring droughts, what is one way to easily get yourself back on the board? Well, that's free throws. So if they're able to generate that, maybe that can help them at those times that they experience some of those lulls. But I've got, like I said, limit turnovers, sustain offense for the entire game, and get to the free throw line. Those are my keys to the game, Brandon.
Yeah, McAlester, 75% from the line last Friday against Glenpool, kept them in that game until the final, I'd say, 14 minutes. But as for tonight, we do have officials. We will have a game tonight, and we will have the end of our regular season for the 2025-2026 season. Again, the boys ended up beating Durant back on Saturday of a final score of 72-58. So the McAlester Lady Buffaloes trying to make it 2-0 against Durant in the past 3 days. We will take a break, and when we come back, we'll have your national anthem. We'll also have your starting lineups and tip-off coming up here from the MAC on KNED.
Ever notice how one thermostat can spark a full family debate? Dad cranks it down, Mom turns it up, and the kids, well, they just want it perfect for video games. That's when your HVAC system says, "I'm done." And that's when we step in to keep everyone comfortable and prevent the family from turning on each other. Because let's be honest, the dog shouldn't have to choose sides. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 0014445. McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
This February, it's about more than getting from place to place.
It's about how you feel every time you get behind the wheel.
From comfortable sedans to versatile SUVs, there's a Nissan designed to fit your life.
With thoughtful design, advanced technology, and the confidence to go wherever life takes you.
And right now, enjoy rates as low as 0% and top dollar for your trade.
This February, love what you drive.
And don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fentonnissan.com.
When you need propane, there's only one place to go. WE Alford Propane. both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane has served eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in Eufaula, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, Muskogee, Tallahena, Antlers, and Stigler. With the cold weather, you'll want to be sure and fill up your tank today. Call 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for more than 70 years.
Welcome back to the MAC. It's now time for our national anthem here from the McAlester Activity Center. I'll send it down to the floor.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming. That our flag was still there. Oh, sailors and star-spangled banner and wave, o'er the land of the free and the home of
All right, partner, one final time for the McAlester Activity Center here in the basketball season. We're ready to go.
Yeah, ready to close out the regular season on a high note.
From your lips to God's ears as we have this rivalry match, and anything happens in rivalry games. Let's look at the starting lineups. First off for the Durant Lady Lions. Beginning with number 0, you have Ansley Morse. Number 1, Ayana Wilson. Number 3, Ella Sorrells. Number 12, Emma Green. And number 23, Aubriana Freeman. Again, the Lady Lions led by head coach Tony Robinson. Now for the McAlester Lady Buffaloes, led by head coach Courtney Bashirs. I'll send it down to our PA man, Derek Hattridge.
And now it's time to be your McAlester Lady Buffalo. The junior number 1, Camry Zuma. The junior number 5, Riley Lesnar. The sophomore number 15, Katie Hyde. The freshman number 23, Myla Cole. And the freshman number 24, Chloe O'Ryan.
And for those on radio, McAlester wearing their home white uniforms with the gold numerals in the front and back and gold trim. As for the Durant Lady Lions, they're wearing their road blue jerseys with their red numerals on the front and back and some white accents as well. We're about to have tip-off that's brought to you by T&W Tire McAlester. Say hi to Gail and Doug. See their technicians for brakes, suspensions, and alignments, along with 24-hour road service. They carry Goodyear, Michelin, and other brands to fit your budget. 918-426-6571. McAlester will be moving it right to left across your radio dial and video screen when they have the ball here in the first half. As for the Lady Lions, left to right. Inside the circle, Freeman and Lussnow. Ball's in the air. Tip is won by no one. Let's see who was touched last by. Or are we going to do this again? It will be won by Durant as it goes out of bounds, and it is basketball time here in the Heartland in McAlester for the final time of the 2025-2026 basketball season. So just getting started. The only game that we have here today is the boys played on Saturday. A little bit of a delayed start time, but they did win 72-58. Here's a jump pass left wing, setting up for 3, and the lead early won't go. Offensive rebound put back is no good either. Down inside, Myla Cole with the rebound. And McAlester forces Durant to go 2 and done on that first opening possession.
Well, Buffs came out in a zone defensively there and gave up an offensive rebound. That's the tough thing. If you're going to go zone, you got to be sure you rebound, and they got it that second time around.
Les now lobs near corner to Zoomer. She's loosely double-teamed. Overhead pass straight away, back inside, back outside to Ivy. Ivy angle right, picks up her dribble, works back around the perimeter. 45 seconds into the first. McAllister's first possession as Zoomer has it on her hip on the white line. Picks it up, begins her dribble. She's left alone in this a 3-2 zone here. Right wing. Ivy looks inside, finds Cole, right back outside to Ivy. Coach Bashirs was telling Cole to go up with it.
She had a decent look.
Far corner 3, Zoomer. She likes the 3 anyway. Paint it gold. Good start for McAllister's offense. About 40 seconds went off the clock there and ends in 3 points. 3-0 McAlester leads against a tough Durant Lady Lion defense that only gives up 35.6 a game. Wilson dribbles up to the perimeter. A rainbow pass to the right wing, now feeding inside. Knocking it loose is Lesnow, now out of bounds. Last touch by Lesnow into her teammates.
That was a really good job by Lesnow, but for just going for the ball, because she did swipe that arm down, but she got all ball. That's why there was no call there. Great play.
Inbound swinging around all the way to the left wing. Thought about setting up a 3. Was Green back to the top of the key. Wilson takes the straightaway 3. That one's in and out. Flying high for the rebound. No one gets it. Last touched by Lesnow again. So third chance here for the Lions as they'll inbound baseline. 3-0 early McAlester lead with 6:25 left in the first. Looking, they'll lob it out between the circles, passing right side to Morris. Morris begins her dribble, feeds inside to Freeman. Freeman double-teamed. Lob pass outside left wing 3 by Green is short. That one goes towards the corner. Will be last touch by the shooter. And McAlester basketball leading 3-0.
Nice start defensively, forcing Durant to take some shots, and they're taking them, but they're 0 of 3 to start out. And some of the rebounds, again, are falling Durant's way, but that time it went out of bounds. So we'll have to see how that progresses as the game goes along.
And really nothing inside. 3 out of their 4 shot attempts have been from downtown. McAlester wanting to have Durant beat them from downtown. Here's a pass that's going to be tipped straight to Lesnow. She picks it up in the front court. Pass over to the right wing, setting up a 3 is Boatwright. That one is banked in. Row, row, row your Boatwright. 6-0 the score. 5:50 left in the first.
I do think Banks don't close till 6 maybe, so that was a great shot by her from the wing.
Straight away, McAlester leading 6-0 on 2 made 3s and back-to-back possessions. A team that's only averaging 22% from 3 on the season. As this one gets knocked out of bounds by Boatwright on the other side of the floor with 5:38 left in the first.
Really liking the energy I'm seeing from the McAlester side, not just on the floor, but the bench as well. They're all getting riled up and excited to what they've seen so far, as are we.
Want to end the regular season on a high note. Wilson straight away, guarded by Ivy. Crosses over Ivy, gets to the high post. Blocked shot by Lesnow, and she has the rebound as well as it's tipped by Cole. She'll take it down the floor herself as the Lady Lion defense races past her. 5:23 left in the first quarter. McAlester not wanting to work too quick. Boatwright wants back to back. Can't get it. Back ironed instead. Wilson has the long rebound. Taking it ahead with full head of steam. Gets to the high post area. Stops as she was blocked off by Cole and Ivy. Passing left wing. Left wing 3 on the way is clanked off the iron. Flying in again, Lesnow with the board. Lesnow will feed across to Zoomer and still have no fouls between McAlester and Durant so far. 3 minutes in and a 6-0 McAlester lead.
A lot of outside shots combined so far.
No one can find anything inside. Both defenses are built right now to force you to beat them from the outside. Here's a little attempt at a bounce pass to the right elbow, taken away by Wilson, one-on-one with Ivy to the other side. She stops, takes the 2, can't make it go, and another offensive rebound by the Lady Lions gives them a second chance here. Far corner 3 from the corner, won't go. High rebound, high post, driving in 2 is missed, but Green will go to the free throw line for a chance to give Durant their first points of the game.
Well, that's another part of that rebounding I've been talking about on that zone. Durant that's the only success that they found offensively is offensive rebounds. They are 0 of their first 8 from the field.
First free throw is no good, and really right now nothing's going Durant's way, even though they only trail 6-0. They were 75% from the line against McAlester back in the second game of the year. Green's second free throw does go, and it puts the Lady Lions on the board. A 6-1 lead for McAlester against the second team in 5A4. 4:30 left in the first quarter. First time that Durant's pressing today. Boatwright gives it to Zoomer. Zoomer past Wilson and beats the press right down the middle of the floor to the low post. Tries to feed it to the left block as Freeman hit the deck, and the ball came loose and it was stolen away by Green.
I think it must have just been more contact with the ball than with body. I think that's what knocked it loose and why there was no call. I mean, that's my guess.
Pass inside to Freeman. She's triple teamed to the high post. Free throw line jumper back ironed. Ivy has the rebound and feeds it to Zoomer. Halfway through the first quarter, McAlester leads 6-1 behind 2 made 3s. That's been the difference. Their corner, Boatwright Had the three if she wanted to take it. Instead, straight away to Ivy. Looks back door. Tough pass to make. It's intercepted by Freeman, but she throws it right back to Ivy, who gets it back across the half-court line, far sideline. Zoomer left alone, right wing three. That one rims out. Low post rebound by Morse. She'll push it with an average pace, 3:38 left in the first. Dribbles to the right perimeter and hands it off over to Wilson, who sets up the offense. McAlester out of this 2-1-2 zone, right wing. Morse lobbing it back straight away. Long three by Wilson. Won't go either. Back ironed. Flying in, getting the rebound, but also falling out of bounds on her back. Emma Green will give the ball back to the black and gold. And Coach Robinson wants a timeout as his team right now is just not shooting well at all. No made shots from the field so far for Durant. We'll take a 30-second break and be back here on KNED.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
So McAlester has made 2 shots in about 5 minutes of game time, and that's the difference because Durant hasn't made any. According to our stats man tonight, Chase McNutt, Durant 0 of 10 as here's a pass inside. Lesnow takes a bump, picks it back up outside left wing. Three's on the way by Zoomer. Looks good and is. Tickles the twine, and McAlester leads 9-1 behind 3 made threes. As for Durant, as I was mentioning, they're 0 of 10 from the field, 0 of 6 from 3, you were saying, Chase.
Well, and McAlester just added to their total with another quick shot, and they force a turnover.
Throw inside. Lesnow's right there with the snag. 9-1, McAlester leads by 8.
And things like that also prevent Durant from even getting shot attempts off, so that'll help you there.
Left wing Lesnow looking back door, finding Zoomer wide open. 2 is high off the glass and in. Painted gold. She shoots, she scores right this way, Ms. Zoomer to the charity stripe. I usually reserve painted gold for a three-point ball, but that one was nice.
And we've seen that from Courtney, not just this season, but even going back to last year. Those back screens around the top of the key lead to a wide open pass.
That was a Coach Owen special, and Coach Bashir's is just carrying that on and making it about as good as it could look right there with Lesnow and Zoomer connecting. That trip to the free throw line was brought to you by Big V Feed Center. Zoomer did connect on that free throw. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. 12-1 McAlester on 4 different three-play attempts. 3 made threes and 1 and 1. Far corner. Green. Cross-court pass. Zoomer's right there. Knocks it loose. Goes towards the near sideline. Retrieved by Morse. Wilson straight away crosses over Ivy, but Ivy pokes it loose. Retrieved back by Green, angle left.
This is a great defensive possession so far by the Buffs.
Green, angle left, three's on the way. That one's good, and Durant gets on the board with their first made shot from the field. It's now 12-4.
Yeah, they're not going to miss every shot. Honestly, that wasn't the greatest look. She had a hand in her face. You'll take that every day.
Zoomer feeds it to Lesnow, quickly gives it back to Zoomer. Zoomer back door again to Lesnow. Lesnow right block 2 is way too strong. Ball goes out. Last touch by a blue jersey. McAlester basketball. Baseline inbound upcoming.
Same exact play, just different recipient that time. Unfortunately, Lesnow wasn't able to get it to fall, but they get to try it all over again here.
Partner McAlester coming out playing with her hair on fire right now. Ivy inbound straight to Wilson, though. Wilson gets past Zoomer, and she's in the clear. Zoomer trying to catch up. 2-pointers up, and no good. Offensive board putback is good, though. Looks like that by Morse, and it's now 12-6 as the Lady Lions have cut the deficit in half.
Yeah, Durant's now made 2 of their last 3 after missing their first 10. Oh, man, Zoomer almost very close to a walk there. Lucky she didn't get called for it.
Between the circles, top of the key. Lesnow throws it to the right side, and Zoomer zigged when Lesnow thought she was going to zag. She throws it straight out of bounds as she was making her approach towards the basket. Turnover McAlester. Lady Buffaloes lead by 6, though, 12-6. The Lady Lions starting to piece together a bit of momentum here on back-to-back made shots from the field on back-to-back possessions.
And Parker Cochran in for Katie Ivy.
1:14 left in the first. McAllister's first substitution. Right wing 3 by Morse is off. Clanks off the front iron. Rebounded by Lesnow again.
That's her third.
She was 1 rebound away from, I think, a double-double on Friday. 60 seconds left in the first in a 12-6 game. Zoomer dribbles right, steps back. Overhead pass to the top of the key. Swinging it to Cochran, who just came in. Back to Boatright. Looks inside, tries to find it to Lesnow. Not enough oomph on the pass. It's undercut, stolen by Morse. Morse down the floor to the low post. Left-handed layup won't go. Again, Lesnow races down the court and is able to bring in the rebound in that possession. McAlester, nice transition defense. Zoomer stopping at the three-point line. McAllister's only made one shot from inside the three-point line, which is not like this team. Far corner. Zoomer, well guarded. Zoomer works off a screen by Cole, steps into a right wing three, back iron, high bounce. Inside, Cochran fighting for it. There'll be a jump ball. McAllister's going to have the possession arrow here.
Yeah, I'm going to give her the offensive rebound for that. It's a great effort, and we'll see if they hold for the final shot here.
21 seconds left here in the first. McAllister up 12-6 over a team that's going to host next week. Cochran tries to find Zoomer, intercepted again by Green, who nearly stepped out of bounds there. She was working off the pivot foot. But now let's see if Durant wins the last shot. Right wing, Morse. Loosely guarded by Boatwright. Looks for someone to come open, find someone down the low post. 2 is up. Missed shot. Great post defense by Cole. Couldn't secure the rebound, though, with 6.4 left in the first.
And Durant with that miss, Brandon, just 2 of 15 from the floor here in the first quarter.
McAllister only leads by 6, but again, turnovers really have hurt McAllister again here in the first quarter. Green looking for someone to come open. Lobs it out to the top of the key. Open for 3, but not taking it. Now straight away. Sorrells for 3. That one clanks off the iron. 1 second. Rebounded by Freeman. Ripped loose by Boatwright, and that prevented Freeman from going back up. And as we end the first quarter, McAllister on top of Durant 12-6 here on KNED.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force 210 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready C-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin muscle sport suspension, carves hard, lands soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Just beginning the second quarter, the McAlester Lady Buffaloes leading the Durant Lady Lions 12-6, trying to break a losing streak that they've had for nearly a month now. Near corner, Boatwright has played great defense and once again knocks one loose away from Green as it goes into the sideline, and Green will take a break immediately after the first 15 seconds of the first have gone by. Into the game is number 2, Avery Blackburn, who's averaging 1.4 a game as a sophomore. Straight away, Wilson gives it to Blackburn. Back straight away, Wilson bounces it with the left hand to the far corner. Back to Wilson, who's taken a few long threes so far. None of them have fallen so far for Wilson, however. High post, back out near corner. Blackburn tries to feed inside to Freeman. Does so, walking the tightrope along the baseline. Throws it high, saved by a Lady Lion. That was Sorrells. Now Sorrells has the far corner. On the attempted drive, Zoomer right there with her. Throws it back over to Wilson on a jump pass. Trying to cross over Ivy by the perimeter as 45 seconds have gone by on this one possession with no shot attempt yet. Now Wilson takes that shot attempt straight away. 3 won't go either. Flying in, rebounded by Sorrells. Now inside, Lesnow tries to snag it away, and instead she pushes it out of bounds.
And again, the perfect defense there. That was a great defensive possession. That's film type stuff, but again, it's rebounding.
Inbound far corner 3 will not go either. Long rebound out on the opposite corner taken by Wilson. Wilson splits the defenders, goes inside. 2 is up, no good either. Ball's batted around like a volleyball. Cole comes up with the rebound and rips it loose away from a Lady Lion. Durant still struggling from the field. I believe 2 of 18 now from the field. Right wing, looking inside, finding Boatwright for a moment, but being able to tip it loose with Sorrells. And now with another steal, McAllister's 8th turnover of the game. 6:35 left in the first half. McAllister leads at 12-6. Left wing stepping into another 3. That one is good. Off the bench, Avery Blackburn hits the tray, and it's now 12-9. McAllister leads by a tray.
Well, they've taken 12 of them. You got to think they're going to start falling at some rate, and they're now 2 of 12.
Right wing, Lesnow looks for a lady to come open on the cut. Passes to the top of the key to Boatwright. Swinging it left side to Zoomer. Zoomer begins her dribble, feeds it over to Cole into the corner. Boatwright looking for the open lady. Hasn't begun her dribble, just ripped right loose from Blackburn. She's playing great off the bench. Her first action of the day happening here in the second quarter. 2 minutes into the second, a chance to tie or bring it within 1 for the Lady Lions. Blackburn retrieves a pass from Wilson and throws it to the left side. Let's see if Durant tries to slow things down a little bit, too, because they've been working pretty quickly compared to what they did back in Durant. There's a come from behind block attempt, but way too much contact. Looked like maybe the armpit of Les now hit the head of, that was Morris, and she'll go to the free throw line for 2 attempts here. That's the first foul on Les now.
How many overall fouls is that? I feel like that's not a lot. Just the second overall. It's been a pretty clean game so far, but the reasoning for that, a lot of threes have been shot as well.
First free throw is missed as Taylor Williams gets her first minutes here, coming in for Chloe Boatwright. Yeah, tell it to all the Shea Gilgeous-Alexander haters out there. Everyone's like, why does Shea go to the line so much? Well, because he drives.
Yeah.
He initiates contact. Second free throw missed as well. Cole gets the rebound, nearly stepping out of bounds herself down there by the baseline. And the Lions can't make anything of their 2 free throw attempts there. They're now 1 of 4 from the line so far as Zoomer couldn't get it away from Blackburn, who forces another steal as it's thrown to Wilson. Wilson back to Blackburn, who grabs it by the left wing. Blackburn's been excellent just inside the three-point line. Takes the 2, can't get it to go, though. Offensive rebound. Sorrells puts it back in. It's 12-11 as Lady Lions have been able to bring it from a 12-1 game to a 12-11. It's a 10-0 run.
And on top of that, they're just 4 of 22. But again, McAlester in double-digit turnovers already about 11 minutes into this game.
Yeah, they're averaging 20.9 turnovers a game, and that's just not a winning record. Right wing driving in. Les now splits the defenders. Euro steps past the Lady. Can't get that shot to fall in. Last touch by McAlester again, and it'll go back to the Lady Lions.
Yeah, they're in a scoring drought right now. They were knocking down some outside shots, but I would like to see some better looks inside. They've gotten a couple, but it hasn't just been as consistent as you'd like to see.
Again, just a little over 3 minutes into the second quarter, McAlester leading by a single point. Durant right now behind a 10-0 run that included a couple of missed free throws. Trying to attempt to drive. Les now blocks that off. Left front court back to Blackburn. Blackburn swinging it right side to Wilson. Wilson one dribble to the white line. To the left wing now. Looking into the corner. That's cut off. Throwing it inside to Freeman. Freeman's been held in check so far. Goes up on, that is Williams. Can't score. Ivy tries to save the rebound along the baseline. And it'll be last touched by her as it went rolling back into the McAlester bench.
Man, the girls have been playing such good defense on that first possession, and then after it's when that offensive rebound comes in, you're a little bit tired from that defensive stand, and then you've got to play defense again and again, and it's the rebounding that's killing them so far.
Blackburn inbounds. That and turnovers again today. Taking it back out is Morris after an attempted drive. Now Wilson works off a screen by Freeman on the pick and roll, throws it to the low post, tipped loose by Les now, and a late foul coming in, and that'll lead to her second foul and the second team foul for McAlester as well.
Yeah, she swatted across the arm there. I thought that was a good call. And that's a quick 2, so you're going to have to watch her here.
Inbound for the lead. Getting it to go again is Sorrells. She has 4 points in the last 4 for the Lady Lions, and Durant has overcome that early hole. It's now 13-12. Durant on top. Zoomer beats the press by herself. Behind the back dribble, guarded well by Blackburn, though, who's had solid minutes off the bench. Left wing, Cole. Looks inside for an open Lady. Can't find Williams. Straight away now to Les now. Feed it off to the right wing. Nice cut by Zoomer. Zoomer into the low post. 2 won't go. Had a screen down the low post by Cole and a chance to retake the lead. Just could not get that to go. Zoomer races down the floor to contest Morris. That's Sorrells. Now back to Blackburn. Back to Sorrells straight away. Near corner, Blackburn's open for 3. She takes the near corner 3. Grazes the front iron. Rebounded by Freeman. Throws it to the high post. Taken back by Blackburn. Second chance again for the Lady Lions.
That is their 10th offensive rebound here of just this first half.
Putting that in perspective, McAllister's offensive rebounds per game on the season has been 9.5, and Durant's done that in not even half yet. Straight away left side, setting up for 3, and to extend the lead, and they do it again. Sorrells with the last 7 points for the Lady Lions, and it's now 16-12. McAllister's now behind a 15-0 run going back to the first quarter. They have not scored here in the second.
And it's been turnovers. That's been a big reason why.
Williams to Ivy. The right wing to Les now. Fakes left, goes right. High dribble, nearly carried the ball and did so. Well, McAllister's running into the problem that every team that's faced Durant so far has had that same problem. Scoring on the Lady Lions. It's 16-12. McAlester trails by 4. We'll take a break and be back here on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Ever notice how one thermostat can spark a full family debate? Dad cranks it down, mom turns it up, and the kids, well, they just want it perfect for video games. That's when your HVAC system says, I'm done. And that's when we step in to keep everyone comfortable and prevent the family from turning on each other. Because let's be honest, the dog shouldn't have to choose sides. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 0014445.
Well, after the Lady Buffaloes took a 12-1 lead, points have been hard to come by. Shot attempts have been hard to come by. McAlester has only had 2 shot attempts this entire second quarter with 2:40 left in that quarter. Durant has, meanwhile, used a 15-0 run to their advantage to take a 4-0 advantage on the Lady Buffaloes. McAlester wants to press, and we'll see if that leads to them getting the ball back. It does not, as they do beat the press to the left wing, feeding a high post to Freeman. Freeman getting to the low post against Williams and draws the foul. And free throws coming up for Aubriana Freeman, the 5'11" senior, averaging 8 a game. Fouls on Taylor Williams. That's McAllister's 3rd team foul. McAlester has had 4 team fouls to Durant's 1 so far this game. Not a lot of fouls.
Yeah, McAlester hasn't gotten a lot of shots inside here in the second quarter.
Freeman's first free throw is good.
Because I believe they have more turnovers than just shot attempts in this quarter. I think it's 3-2.
That's gross. Second free throw by Freeman is good as well, and it's now a 17-0 run for the Lady Lions. Ivy inbounds far sideline to Les now, throwing it ahead to Zoomer in stride. Now 2-on-3. Durant does have the numbers as Zoomer backs it out beyond the perimeter. Once again, guarded well by Blackburn, and there's our first foul by Durant of the second quarter, a reach-in foul on Avery Blackburn.
And they're going to do that. They've been doing it the whole game. That's where they got a good amount of their steals in the first quarter. They're going to reach. You just got to be strong with the ball, and you'll get that call.
It's an inbound to the far corner, swatted loose by Morse.
And now you mentioned the 17-0 run. As bad as that sounds, still only a 6-point game. That's why having the lead in the first did you such good.
Right wing, Les now on the drive trying to break that run. Fadeaway jumper looking like Dirk won't get it to go. And that's a clear reach over. A lot of contact made to the back of Ella Sorrells, and that picks up Les Now's 3rd foul. And now Mila Cole will come in for Les Now if they allow her to do so in this stretch, and they will, but not in for, well, she was coming in for Boatwright at first, and now she goes to Les Now, and she'll sit what will more than likely be the remainder of the quarter. 2:13 still left in the second. It's an 18-12 Durant Lady Lion lead behind only 3 shot attempts from McAlester in the second quarter. Top of the key, Wilson bounces it to the left wing inside to Freeman. Freeman double-teamed outside, Blackburn. She shovels to the left. Quick swing, good ball movement, left wing 3 in the air by Morse, airballed. And now a foul by Blackburn. She picks up 2 in a row on a great box out by Zoomer.
That was a great box out and forced Durant to do the only thing they could do, which was go over the back.
Inbound, Cole. Now this is where you're going to miss Les Now right now, trying to beat a press without Les Now's veteran presence on the floor, and that leads to a steal. Freeman ends up getting a tip pass, takes it herself, low post against Williams, misses the shot, contact by Williams, and a rebound by Ivy. Ivy now wants to push it, far sideline, stops, restarts, far sideline double team, throws to Zoomer, straightaways. She'll take the straightaway, 3, won't go. Flying in, who's got the board? Last touch by Durant across the baseline, and McAlester will inbound it here from that baseline.
Yeah, this is a big final 90 seconds. They've not scored yet in the quarter, but you can grab some momentum going to halftime, and that could be huge here.
Ivy looks, lobs, mid-post. Cole tries to throw it back out, intercepted. Believe that's Sorrells on the loose, being trailed by Ivy. Left-handed layup good. 19-0 run. 1:18 left in the half. 20-12 Durant on top of McAlester. Zoomer stopping right wing, takes another right wing 3, left that short. That's going to be a long rebound out by the corner by Blackburn. McAllister's offense is gone, and right now they're trying to settle for somewhat open shots, and I don't mind that shot by Zoomer. Just nothing's been falling for McAlester.
Yeah, it was a bit rushed as well off the dribble. Not really in the flow of the offense, but just trying to find something offensively.
In the corner on a short hop, taking it and bouncing it to the left wing to Sorrells. Back to Wilson, drives on Ivy, jump stops into the paint. 2 is up. Block shot by Williams. Offensive rebound by Freeman. Goes up with a wild 2. Won't get that. And Cole brings down a hard rebound. 40 seconds left in the half. And despite McAlester and with a 19-0 run going against them, they only trail by 8. See if McAlester wants the final shot. They're over here by the white line with 26 seconds left in the half. Zoomer monitors the situation. Passes left wing. Looking back door. Williams had Zoomer wide open on the backdoor screen.
I don't even think she was looking at her.
Now Zoomer, Euro step, drew contact. Now a granny shot hit off the glass and in for McAllister's first points of the second quarter, coming with about 11 seconds left in it. With 5 seconds left in the half. Wilson across the timeline, 3 seconds. Passes into the corner, Blackburn tries driving, 1 second. Shot is good if it goes, and it does. Bounces in, and McAlester trails 22-14 at the end of the first half on a buzzer-beating shot by Avery Blackburn, as McAlester will try to fix the shortcomings that they had on their offense in the second quarter and come back strong in the third. We'll look at your halftime stats when we return. Again, the Lady Lions 22, the Lady Buffaloes 14, here from the final game of the regular season here at the MAC on KNED.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
This February, it's about more than getting from place to place.
It's about how you feel every time you get behind the wheel.
From comfortable sedans to versatile SUVs, there's a Nissan designed to fit your life.
With thoughtful design, advanced technology, and the confidence to go wherever life takes you.
And right now, enjoy rates as low as 0% and top dollar for your trade.
This February, love what you drive.
And don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fentonnissan.com.
When you need propane, there's only one place to go. W.E. Alford Propane. Both residential and commercial, W.E. Alford Propane has served eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in Eufaula, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, Muskogee, Tallahena, Antlers, and Stigler. With the cold weather, you'll want to be sure and fill up your tank today. Call 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for more than 70 years.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, it was a great start to the game for McAlester. I believe they went up 12-1 on the Durant Lady Lions, but then Durant went on a run. They went on a 20-0 run, and McAlester was able to get 2 points with about 10 seconds left, but Avery Blackburn wouldn't let McAlester relish in that moment. She had a buzzer beater to end the end of the first half. It was a contested low post 2 that did tumble in, and now it is a 22-14 game at the end of the first half. But McAlester, despite what some of these stats will show, is still only down single digits, and they have a chance to be able to get back into this game as we're about to begin the third quarter here in about 7 minutes. But first, let's look at your halftime stats. That's brought to you by First Realty, 602 South 2nd Street, McAlester. Call 918-423-3122 or visit first-realty.net.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. We update our listings daily. If it's on the market, you'll find it at first-realty.net. If you have any questions, call us at 918-423-3122.
Chase, let's look at some weird stats for this first half.
Yeah, Brandon, well, we're going to start with the player side of it really quickly. Cambry Zoomer is leading the way for the Buffaloes. Reminder, they've scored just 14 points. She's got 11 of them. She's shooting 4 of 9 from the floor, 2 of 6 from 3, and she's knocked down and attempted the only free throw for the Lady Buffs. Right behind her, you've got Chloe Boatwright, who has 3 points off that first shot that she made. She is 1 of 2 from the floor, as well as 1 of 2 from 3 overall. She's knocked in a foul as well. Rather than Lesnow has 3, and Taylor Williams has 1. So other than Lesnow, nobody really in foul trouble. Let's go ahead and jump on down to the team side of things, because those are the only 2 players that have scored so far. The shooting numbers for McAlester and Durant are, as you mentioned, it's a little bit weird. So McAlester, they're down by 8. They are 5 of 14. They have as many shot attempts as they do points here in this first half. They're shooting 36%, and they are 3 of 8 from 3 for 38%, and they are 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Now, on the Durant side, they are 8 of 32 for 25%. That is not, just in basketball terms, that's not very good. But they have an 8-point lead at the half, and a big part for that is because McAlester has turned the ball over 13 times here in this first half to just 2 for Durant. For Durant as well, shooting from 3, they're 3 of 15. They have the same number of makes as McAlester on 7 more attempts. They are also 3 of 6 from the free throw line. And here is where the other discrepancy really kind of rears its head. Durant has 11 offensive rebounds, 16 total to just 11 total for the Lady Buffaloes. And really, it's the turnovers and the offensive rebounds has been the number 1 killer for them so far in this game. I will say the Lady Buffaloes do have 2 blocks to none for Durant, but that is probably the 2 biggest reasons why they trail it by 8, Brandon.
And when you have turnovers and offensive rebounds and you combine them together, what does that equal?
An 8-point deficit at the half.
More shot attempts.
Yeah.
I mean, and when you're shooting 25% and you're saying 8 of 32 and McAlester is 5 of 14, I mean, I'm not very good at math, but that's 18 more shot attempts than McAlester.
Yeah.
So they have more. I guess the difference in shot attempts is still more than what McAlester has taken on the entire game.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking at here.
Yeah. And another part of that to go with it, they were 4 of 8 at the end of the first quarter. That means in the second quarter, they made just 1 shot on 6 attempts. And that's, again, where the turnovers come back into it. They had 7 turnovers in the first quarter, 6 in the second quarter. And now with Rylan Lesnow having 3 fouls, as you mentioned at the end of that first half, when they're trying to break the press, that's a place where you really miss her just in terms of her vision and her passing. So they're going to need her in the second half, Brandon. I know you didn't ask it yet, but I'll go ahead and jump into, I guess, what they need to do in this second half. And it's the 2 things we've talked about. They're going to have to rebound better, turn the ball over less, because we can't even say they're shooting, they're not shooting very well, because they are when they get looks. I mean, shooting sub 40% overall is not the best, but I mean, it's 11% better than Durant. So that's already good there. And you're shooting 38% from 3. You'll take that any night of the week, no matter at any level. So really, it's just turn the ball over less and block out and prevent offensive rebounds. And if they do that, they're only down by 8. They'll have a really good chance to be in it when we get down to the fourth quarter.
I mean, McAlester went on a 12-1 run to start the game, so who's to say that they can't do that again to start off the second half and make this game a little bit tighter here? Again, it's not even that wide of a score, 22-14, as we were mentioning, the Durant Lady Lions over the McAlester Lady Buffaloes. The final game of the regular season for both of these teams. Again, Durant will be hosting a regional against Will Rogers. They'll have Collinsville and Pryor also going down to Bryan County. As for the McAlester Lady Buffaloes, they're taking on the host team, Booker T. Washington Hornets. No matter what happens in this game, they'll be joined by Claremore and Edison in that regional as well. Those games begin next week. But what matters is tonight, McAlester looking to win a rivalry game by their rivals by the Red River. 22-14 is the score. We will take a break, and we'll come back in 2 minutes with the beginning of the second half here on KNED.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force 210 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready C-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, cars hard, land soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Ever notice how one thermostat can spark a full family debate? Dad cranks it down, mom turns it up, and the kids, well, they just want it perfect for video games. That's when your HVAC system says, I'm done. And that's when we step in to keep everyone comfortable and prevent the family from turning on each other. Because let's be honest, the dog shouldn't have to choose sides. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 0014445.
(22-14), the Durant Lady Lions on top of the McAlester Lady Buffaloes. Here's your final call. If you want to go watch some basketball here at the MAC for the final game of the regular season, you'll have to wait until December if you want to watch some McAlester basketball again here in this gym. So make your way on out. It's also a pretty tight game thus far, 22-14, as McAlester looks to overcome what was a rough second quarter, although they only trail by 8. Chloe Boatwright will inbound to Katie Ivy, joined by Rylan and Les now playing with her 3 fouls. Mila Cole is also on the floor, and Cambry Zoomer as well. Top of the key, there's an early turnover. Not what you wanted to see out of the break. Ella Sorrells with a steal and the easy left-handed layup on the other side. She's got 11 points, and it's now 24-14. They want to press. McAlester beats that press. Cole dribbled it off of her foot. I think she just dropped it.
Yeah.
Taken by Wilson straight away. Wilson guarded well by Ivy. The worst way to be able to begin the second half. Already 2 quick turnovers. High post, Sorrells jump stops into the low post. Can't make the shot. Gets her own rebound amongst a sea of white. Back to the top of the key, Wilson. Dribbles in, kicks out near corner Green. Pass to the left wing, swinging it all the way around to Sorrells. Her right wing 3 is no good. Long rebound, Wilson. Another offensive board by the Lady Lions, who have, what is that now, 34, 35 shot attempts?
Oh, yeah, and as well as their 13th offensive rebound.
And McAlester, again, with only 14 shot attempts in this game. It's just that has been the problem for McAlester, not just tonight, but all season long. Far corner inside to Freeman, guarded well by Cole. Just get around Cole, throws it back outside, angle left. Sorrells, second chance at 3, gets it. 14 points for Sorrells, and it's 27-14. Already the Lady Lions with 5 points before McAlester has even attempted a shot here in the second half. Cole feeds to a cutting Ivy. Ivy tries to throw it across. Green takes it out of thin air. Green begins her dribble far sideline. Stops, double-teamed. Feeds it towards the half-court line. This will be a backcourt violation. No, they're going to say it was tipped.
That did not look like it was tipped from here.
So Wilson retrieves it back. I think Wilson thought it was tipped too. As she went crashing to Mila Cole down in the paint, that should have probably been a foul. The Lady Lions have only had 1 foul this entire game. Here's a runner from the paint that won't go. Offensive rebound again. Freeman feeds it near corner. Wilson, long load for 3, in and out. Another offensive rebound, low post. That shot won't go. Boatwright finally ends the possession. McAlester still has not attempted a shot here in the third quarter.
And we're 2 minutes into it now, and again, just more offensive rebounds for Durant.
As Lesnow was going for the ball, a lot of contact made between her and Sorrells going for the catch. Just a ball out of bounds, and it'll be Lady Buffalo basketball down by 13. Inbound, quick pass on a bounce to Zoomer. Zoomer tries going for a tough right-handed layup that won't go. Last touch by Lesnow on the attempted offensive board.
Also, Taylor Williams checked in for Mila Cole as well before that last play. But it's just been more struggles offensively, whether it's just getting shots up or just not turning the ball over. The Buffaloes have struggled in both of those regards.
Lady Buffaloes look frustrated, and they just need to reset here before it gets worse. Right now, it's still a 13-point game, a game that you can come back in. Near corner, driving Morris, low post 2, gets over. Williams won't go, though. Freeman offensive rebound, that won't go either. Gets another offensive board, left wing, Morris. Dribbles inside the perimeter, back outside to Wilson. It's now 3 on this possession.
I think there were all 5 Lady Buffaloes were in the paint there, and they just were not able to grab the basketball.
Right wing trying to drive on Ivy, kicking out into the corner to Green. Green dribbles to the front court. 5:15 left in the third. McAlester, again, I believe 2 shot attempts here in the third quarter, and that's it.
Really good hands by Zoomer. Knocked that ball a little bit loose.
Straight away, Wilson. Passing near corner, back over to Morris. Morris looks inside for an open Freeman. That wasn't there. Well guarded on the opposite side by Boatwright. Back left wing, pass high post. Sorrells tries to split, goes to her knees. Ball goes rolling far corner. Diving forward is Boatwright. Ball still on the deck. It went out of bounds, but no whistle. And right in front of an official, it does end up becoming a steal for Boatwright and then a jump ball. But it stays with the Durant Lady Lions because that is how tonight has gone ever since the beginning of the second quarter.
Well, McAlester did end up getting possession there, I guess, before the jump ball, but that was out of bounds. That should have been going the other way before that even happened.
Inbound far corner, Sorrells dribbles it back out, heels near the out-of-bounds line. Passes to Morris, quick swing left side to Green. Green feeds it inside to Freeman. Freeman guarded by Williams. 2 is up and good over Williams. 29-14, McAlester down by 15. Lob inside to Williams. McAlester beating the press as Boatwright takes it across the far sideline, sets up her offense. Picks up her dribble dome, looks for an open lady, finds Ivy. Ivy passes high post, tips straight to Boatwright, takes the straightaway 3, too short. Long rebound, well, no one's going to take it. Last touch by the shooter, Boatwright, Durant basketball.
I mean, that was a good look as well. I mean, she got a really good look from the top of the key. Can't really complain about it. Again, it just wasn't able to fall, and sometimes that happens. But, again, just getting shot attempts is better overall than what they've had the last really quarter and a half.
McAlester had 12 points in the first quarter. They have had 2 since. And we have 4 minutes left in the third.
Was it 12-1 or 12-2?
It was 12-1. Pass low post, Freeman trying to get around Williams, throws it back out. Open 3 on the way from Sorrells. Got another one as that rattles the rim. 32-14, and Sorrells is up to 17 points. She's outscoring McAlester by herself. Zoomer tries to get 2 of those points back from nearly behind the backboard. Can't get that one to go on a full head of steam. Gravity was taking her towards beyond that McAlester script out on the baseline. Near sideline, Wilson trying to keep on putting it on the Lady Buffaloes with 3:25 left in the third. Near corner, Morris tries to feed inside the Freeman, gives it back to Wilson. Back far sideline in a 32-14 game. Right elbow, jump pass, near corner, Morris inside to Freeman. Freeman triple team low post, trying to strip it loose is less now. Can't get it. Back outside. Wilson gets past Zoomer. Pop and shot left side, 2 won't go. Rebounded by Boatwright. I think McAllister's defense has been great. Just ending possessions has been the problem. The reason why Durant has 32 points.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned that in the first half. They're guarding on the first possession before the offensive rebound has been great.
Off a screen, right wing 3 won't go. And a tip rebound to herself by Ayanna Wilson. 3-on-3 transition. Wilson has it stripped loose by Ivy. Now 1-on-1 the other way with Freeman. Wilson trailing. Double team, low post. As she picked up her dribble, tries to feed it outside. This will be a tie ball, and it will stay with McAlester with 2:39 left in the third.
Second steal by Ivy, and it's nice to see, you know, obviously they're still fighting down by 18, but with all the frustration that we've seen from them as well, it's good to see them get some of that payoff as well.
Ivy looking, got to get rid of it. Ivy got to get rid of it. Lobs it to Cochran, who just came into the game. Cochran straight away passes angle right. Off a screen. Thought about a right wing 3. Now back to Cochran. Back to Ivy. She's open. Straight away 3 in the air. That one no good. And a low post rebound by Green as McAllister's offensive woes just continue. This has been as bad of a stretch offensively that they've had all season long. Just rough to see that coming in the last game of the year. Bounce pass to Green, left wing. Inside to Freeman, double teamed well by Lesnow and Cochran. Back out to Wilson. Wilson dribbling to the right elbow area. Reverts direction back outside the perimeter. Bounce pass to her left, swinging it near corner. Green for 3. Green can't get that to go as it tumbles off. Cole with the rebound.
It's a couple possessions in a row now where you hold Durant to just one shot, and that is good to see here late in the third.
Far corner, Lesnow, quarterback pass between the circles to Cochran. Back over to Lesnow, attempts to get it back to Lesnow. That's hit out by Sorrells, who has played an incredible game. The first time today we see Zoe Lee, the 6-foot-tall center. She's the tallest player that's listed on the Durant Lady Lion roster.
You know, I'd like to see some more back cuts as well. These Lady Lions are playing well beyond the three-point arc. They're playing extended defense and forcing you to make tough passes. Maybe a backdoor cut can get you an easy bucket.
Ivy dribbling right. Gets past a couple of screens. Backdoor over to Lesnow. Spin move into the mid-range area. Contested 2. Bounces off twice. And the tall Zoe Lee, easy rebound. 32-14. McAlester still no points here in the third quarter. And a double dribble left alone. Not normally do you see that from Ayanna Wilson. They'll give the ball back to the Lady Buffs. Chloe Boatwright back in the game for Lesnow. So it's Cole, Boatwright, Cochran, Zoomer, and Ivy on the floor for the black and gold. 1:20 remaining in the third. Zoomer passes left wing to Cole. Cole looks for an open cut of Boatwright. Not there. Straight away to Cochran. She now finds an open Cambry Zoomer that can't cut inside to make the shot. It's an offensive board by Cochran, who does feed it out back to the top of the key to Boatwright. She was left alone for a moment. Pass high post. Cole on a right-handed layup. She's hit on the wrist, and she'll go to the free throw line for McAllister's second and third free throw attempts of the game.
I know she didn't make the layup, but I just want to say that was a backdoor cut by Cambry Zoomer. So I just want to say, I called that out a little bit ago. That was a great play by her. That's how aggressive they're playing defensively. It's there if they want to use it.
Cole, right foot slightly in front of the left. Her first free throw is missed. That's different than what she's done most of the year. She's been taking a jump on her free throw attempts a lot this year. First time I've seen her not take a jump and be a little bit closer to the free throw line. This trip to the line is brought to you by Big V Feed Center for your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices. Call 918-426-1951. She does make the second free throw, and that splits the trip at the line for McAllister's first point of the third quarter. They've only had 3 in the middle 16. 32-15 is the score.
And I'll add one there. That's their first free throw line trip that had more than one free throw. They had the and one, I believe, earlier in the game.
That's rough when one of your keys to the game is get to the free throw line. And there's a push. Yeah, that's going to be a foul by Zoomer. Zoomer has a little bit of a smirk because I feel like she thinks that Wilson kind of got tripped up after. I mean, that is a push. That's going to be a foul all day. That's only Zoomer's first, by the way, too.
And so she's got some room to work with here. If she has some frustration.
Durant does inbound it low post to Lee. Gives it on a touch pass outside to Wilson. No rush here, as McAllister's leaving her with plenty of space as well by the circle. Only lady any close is Zoomer.
Yeah, it looks like Durant's going to get the last shot here, but if you're McAllister, you're looking for something to grab any kind of momentum heading towards this finish line.
Yeah, but all Durant here, 16-1 in the third quarter after a 16-2 second. That's 32. I'm wrong on that somewhere. Near corner on the drive. Wilson over a lady. Can't get that shot to go. It is a rebound by Ivy. 4 seconds. Ivy had it stripped loose. Blackburn guarded well by Ivy. To Sorrells. Popping shot 2 at the buzzer will not go. And that's the end of the third quarter. So the McAlester Lady Buffaloes down 32-15 as we begin the fourth quarter momentarily. You're listening to McAlester Lady Buffalo basketball here on KNED.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
This February, it's about more than getting from place to place.
It's about how you feel every time you get behind the wheel.
From comfortable sedans to versatile SUVs, there's a Nissan designed to fit your life.
With thoughtful design, advanced technology, and the confidence to go wherever life takes you.
And right now, enjoy rates as low as 0% and top dollar for your trade.
This February, love what you drive.
And don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fentonnissan.com.
So I went back to school. It has been a 26-3 middle 16, and it's been an extended run of a 31-3 for the Durant Lady Lions after McAlester went up 12-1 initially in this game. Durant will begin the fourth quarter with the basketball. On the floor for McAlester is Cambry Zoomer, Rylan Lesnow, Chloe Boatwright, Parker Cochran, and Mila Cole, as McAlester has one final quarter here at home in front of their own fans. Left wing, Blackburn hasn't begun her dribble past the Sorrells on the white line, who has 17 points, more than McAlester by herself. Wilson has kind of been kept quiet today, but she does average on the season 12.3, which is a team lead. Inside to Freeman. Freeman blocked shot by Cole, and grabbing it out of thin air is Rylan Lesnow. Good start defensively for McAlester at the fourth quarter. Much better than their third quarter start.
5th rebound for Lesnow as well.
Pass left wing to Lesnow. Playing with 3 fouls, looking for the backdoor cut, trying to find Zoomer, contested, but bounced straight to Cochran on a hustle play to keep the possession alive. Taking a step back, near corner 3, can't get the shooter's bounce, offensive board. Williams puts it back in. Excuse me, that's Boatwright. Boatwright puts it back in from the left block, and it's 32-17.
And I may be wrong here, but I think that is their first second chance points of the day.
They haven't had a lot of offensive rebounds themselves.
No, I can tell you right here in a second.
7 minutes left in the game. McAlester trailing 32-17.
Just 3 offensive rebounds for McAlester to 17 for Durant.
On the drive outside, bounced out of bounds, last touch by Zoomer. And, partner, I could be wrong. That was McAllister's first made shot from the field since the second quarter.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because they only had the free throw. That was all that they had.
2 points in the second and 1 in the third. You are correct.
Left wing pass inside to Freeman. Guarded well by Cole. Spins off of Cole. Left-handed 2 is good. Masterclass down there in the paint. As Durant's doubled the score of McAlester, 34-17 on the 5th and 6 points by Freeman. A dangerous pass trying to find Boatwright. It was a little too high and tipped out of bounds by the Lady Lions. Baseline inbound as Cochran will do the honors here in a moment.
I like the idea. It was there a little bit earlier, but you got to score fast, and that's what Zoomer's trying to do. I mean, you got to score as many points as you've scored all game here in the fourth just to tie it.
Cochran finds Mila Cole wide open. Too much oomph on the shot. Offensive board, high post by Boatwright near corner. Throwing it back right wing to Boatwright. 6:20 left in the game. 34-17. McAlester needs a comeback, and they need one bad. Far corner. Zoomer off a screen by Cole. One-on-one, dribbles to left elbow, picks up her dribble, throws it out to the near corner, open for 3 is less now. She'll take it. She won't make it. Gets her own rebound, drives inside. 2-pointer way off, and out of bounds, last touch by the Lady Lions again. I'm wondering if that was even blocked because Lesnow doesn't usually miss shots down there by the paint.
Well, it looked like there might have been some contact underneath her elbow on that shot, but...
Inbound, far corner 3. Zoomer is able to rip the cords. Painted gold, 34-20. She's up to 14 in her first points of the second half. 5:51 left in the game. McAlester down by 14, still within striking distance with plenty of time. 5:46 left. They got to do something that not a lot of teams do, score on Durant. They're giving up 35.6 a game.
Yeah, this is a tough team to score on, and we have seen why all game long here, but still a lot of time left in this fourth. Who knows what can happen here?
Sorrells tries to drive on less now. Lobs it outside. Far corner 3 in the air by Blackburn is no good. Long rebound attempt. Who has it? It was grabbed by a Lady Lion and thrown into the Lady Lion bench. McAlester basketball.
And the thing that continues to keep McAlester in this is that Durant has shot even worse than McAlester has. I mean, they've also taken double the amount of shots as McAlester. It's 26 shot attempts for McAlester to 50 for Durant, but they're shooting just 26%.
Zoomer picks up her dribble, guarded well by Wilson, passes to Cochran. Looking for an open lady on the cut, passes now near corner. Wilson right there on fellow number 1 Zoomer like a gnat. Hits it out of bounds. 5:12 left in the game and a 14-point deficit for McAlester. Cochran in the corner. Passes right wing to Lesnow. In this 2-3 zone by Durant. This might be a man-to-man. It is a man-to-man. As Lesnow just lost control of the ball, but does tip it to Cole, who dribbled it off of Freeman's foot out of bounds.
Yeah, I think Lesnow was lucky. I thought maybe they were going to try to get her for like a travel or something with the way that happened, but I think it might have been deflected. Not sure.
We're not going to say anything.
No.
Cochran gives it to Boatwright, who wanted it on the near corner after the clap. Stops, had the ball stripped loose, and now it's hit out last touched again by Morse of Durant, who's increasing the pressure on McAlester here with really no one in foul trouble. How many fouls has Durant had in this game? You can give me a quick total.
It's not a lot. Total for Durant is just 4.
Wow.
To 6 for McAlester.
Passing aside. Well, there's your 5th. Spoke it into existence. You're welcome, Mila Cole, as Freeman hits Cole on an attempted entry pass.
I will say overall, I think they're mostly letting them play today. They really haven't been too whistle heavy on either side.
Right. Cochran looks for the open lady. Pass high, but Cole retrieves it. Spins off the Lady Lion. Can't make the shot from the left block area. And Lesnow wisely laid off as she almost had a foul after a rebound by the Lady Lions as Blackburn hits the deck, but gets right back up. Driving on the other side of the floor, though, almost uncontested in making the shot with Sorrells. That's the one lady you can't leave uncontested. 19 points for her, and it's a 36-20 McAlester deficit. Zoomer against Wilson. Bounces it to the near corner. Boatwright has a strip loose, gathers it back. Passes top of the key to Cochran. Quick swing left wing. Zoomer looks inside. About 3 feet of difference between her and Wilson. Begins her dribble. About halfway through the fourth. Cochran right wing. She can take threes as well, but takes it to the top of the key with a pass. Now back to Zoomer left wing. Looks for the open Boatwright, not there. Quick pass right wing to Lesnow. A lot of communication. A lot of ball movement. Driving in. Lesnow has the pocket picked and stolen by the Lady Lions.
Yeah, just not really a lot of offensive fluidity there.
Freeman inside. 2 is up and good. And the Lady Lions are just about to put this one to bed. 38-20 the score. McAlester would need to do something that they haven't done all game, and that's score 20 points and hold Durant to none. Zoomer on the drive. Right-handed layup is viciously denied by Freeman. And Durant has the rebound, looking to put the exclamation point on this game as Wilson gets the 2 over Luss now and makes it 40-20. And I hate to be someone to call a game early, but that just might about do it, as McAllister's also about to bring in 4 new players onto the floor.
Yeah, it's tough after the start that they had. Thought maybe we were in for a really good one today, but it's just been very tough sledding since quarter 1.
Reverse layup by Luss now, wildly off, rebounded by Freeman. Yeah, it's been, partner, a 39-8 run. Not easy to lose games like that after a missed layup on the other side. Cole's got the rebound, and look at how beat these Lady Buffaloes are. They're tired.
Yeah, they're tired, man. And just to compile a little bit more on just to the day that it's been, only 3 Lady Buffs have scored in this game. And of those 3, only 2 have made a field goal. The other was off of a free throw. It's just been tough all the way around for the Lady Buffaloes today.
Again, after this, their next game will be against Booker T. Washington, in which you got to have the upset if you want your season to continue. That's the thing about your opening regional tournament games. You have to win that game to keep your season alive. And we have a timeout called by Coach Bashirs, or they're just going to allow the new players to come in.
Yeah.
That'll be Ivy, Williams. Looks like Kennedy Earhart also checks in with Callie Burrow. And Burrow will inbound the ball for the Lady Buffs.
Looks like Zoomer less now, and I think Mila Cole subbed out there.
Yes, Cochran was the only one who stayed in.
Pass to Ivy, right elbow, inside to the cutting Williams, who scores off the glass and in. And she's now on the stat sheet. There's your 4th McAlester scorer of the game, 40-22, but it might just be a little too late. 2:09 left. Green to Sorrells, angle left. This is the starting 5 on the floor for the Lady Lions, I believe. Freeman near the baseline, throws it out left wing to Wilson. Wilson trying to drive on Ivy, gets past Ivy, bounces it late to Freeman. Freeman's 2 is good. 42-22. Freeman up to double digits with 10 points. Cochran in the backcourt, gives it back to Ivy. Final 143 as McAlester is going to finish the regular season 5-20. High post, Williams pump and drive. Ran into Freeman and gave up the ball. Wilson with the steal, 2-on-2 in transition. Tough 2 over Ivy, won't go. Offensive board put back good. And checking back in will be Zoe Lee.
Now, I will say the positive here, and I know that Durant had already built up their lead in the third, but here in the second half, single-digit offensive rebounds have been given up. I think maybe 5 at most. I would have to go back and count, but they've done a lot better job on the offensive rebound side here, of giving them up, that is, in the second half.
And McGarrison has also come in for Parker Cochran. There's an inbound to Williams, far sideline, throwing ahead to Ivy. Ivy now looking back door for Kennedy Earhart, had the layup but couldn't control the pass. And, you look at this team and you're wondering, what kind of changed from last year to this year. You have the talent here. You have a lot of young players. I mean, you had 2 starting freshmen. You also have a starting sophomore that came from Savannah over here to McAlester to play up against 5A basketball, which can be extremely tough to play coming from Savannah. As here's a 2 that's missed in the low post, rebounded by Burrow. And that's no discredit to Savannah or, Class B basketball at all either. But when you have to play people that are usually taller and sometimes you have a bigger roster of taller, faster people than you would normally have at like Savannah. So, and Ivy's made a lot of progression as we've gone throughout this year. Here's a block shot against Garrison as it goes out of bounds. But you're going to see this team become better and better as you get to a full off season with some of these freshmen and with the sophomores that don't have a lot of experience, because at times you had Cochran start, Cole start, Boatwright has started. You've had Burrow that started as a sophomore that didn't get a lot of playing time last year. And they're all going to take a big stride from this year to next year. But again, as we have a Garrison left wing 3 that grazes the front iron and is rebounded by Durant. And we still have more games to go, at least one more game to go against Booker T next week. And if McAlester can put it all together, they've shown that they can play with the likes of like the Fort Gibson. Now, Booker T's not Fort Gibson, but they're a team that, as we have a contested 2 that does fall over Williams, made by Zoe Lee to make it 46-22. If they can put it all together, they can maybe give Booker T a run for their money. But you just have to put it all together.
And you mentioned who they play with. Just look at the first quarter of this game.
Hey, there's a left wing bank shot in for a 3 from Kennedy Earhart. Her first career made 3 for the freshman, painted gold.
The 5th 3 of the game for McAlester as well.
46-25, at least we can end on that kind of note. Near corner, throwing it into Zoe Lee. Well, we'll end on that note. The 2 at the buzzer is good off the left block, and the Lady Lions beat the McAlester Lady Buffaloes final score 48-25. And we'll recap it all when we return, as this was our only game for the night. Again, you're listening to McAlester Lady Buffalo basketball here on KNED.
Game day is more than just...
When you need propane, there's only one place to go. W.E. Alford Propane. Both residential and commercial, W.E. Alford Propane has served eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in Eufaula, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, Muskogee, Tallahena, Antlers, and Stigler. With the cold weather, you'll want to be sure and fill up your tank today. Call 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane. Serving.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready C-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, lands soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear. Never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Welcome back to the McAlester Activity Center, as the McAlester Lady Buffaloes end up falling in this one by a final score of 48-25. But we also have a bit of interesting information here that's just provided to us from Derek Cattridge, as it looks like someone just called his last game of his career. No, it's not one of us. It's an official tonight. Johnny Johnson just called his last game after 46 years of officiating. So we all know that officiating can be a tough job, but we also appreciate the people that do put on the stripes and are able to go down onto the floor and be able to allow our kids to be able to play the game of basketball, because we do know, especially after Saturday, no officials mean no one plays.
Yeah.
So this is our call, one, to say thank you, Mr. Johnson, for your service to our student athletes, but also a second call to, hey, if you ever want to be someone that can be like Mr. Johnson and able to make our games come to life here in Oklahoma, then you can always sign up to be an official to where we don't have issues like that, what we did this last Saturday. But, of course, one more time, thank you for your 46 years of officiating here, and for this one to be the last one here at the McAlester Activity Center. But also at this game, McAlester fell 48-25, the final score, and we'll recap it all here with your post-game stats, brought to you by McAlester Auto Collision. They are who you want after the event. They'll make your vehicle look great again. Call 918-715-3173. Chase?
Well, Brandon, things really didn't get much better for the Lady Buffaloes offensively here in the second half. We'll start on the players' side of the stats. Cambry Zoomer, again, was the leading scorer, just like she was at halftime. She finished with 14 points on 5 of 16 shooting. She was 3 of 9 from deep, also made her only free throw as well in the game. Behind her, you had Chloe Boatwright, who had 5 points, knocked down a three-pointer on 2 of 4 shooting. She also nabbed 4 rebounds as well. A pretty good game for her in that regard. And Kennedy Earhart as well, that's her first name, is that correct? Yeah, she knocked down that 3 at the end of the game. She comes in third on the team in scoring tonight, and then Taylor Williams had the 2 as well, and then Mila Cole with the 1 on the 1 of 2 from the free throw line. And for Mila Cole, she also grabbed 6 rebounds. That was one thing I talked about in the pregame. They're going to need her to do that, and she had a pretty decent game on the boards as well. And then Rylan Lesnow, who didn't score, neither did Katie Ivy, but they both combined to have 9 total rebounds in this one, and Ivy also grabbed 2 steals as well. That's it on the player side of it. Now we're going to look at the team side of it, and again, this is just... I mean, you look at this, McAlester shot 27% from the floor. They were 9 of 33. Durant was 33% of the floor. They were 20 of 60. they had more misses than McAlester had just total shot attempts on the game.
Can't win a game like that.
No, you cannot. And that brings us over to the three-point side of it. They both made 5 threes. McAlester had 16 attempts, Durant with 21. So they were 24%. McAlester was 31%. So they won that battle, and they were a better shooting team from the free throw line as well. They were 2 of just 3, 67% to Durant, who shot 50%. They were 3 of 6. But again, this is where the big numbers make the difference, and it's on the rebound side of it. Durant had 18 offensive rebounds to equal out to a total of 31 rebounds. McAlester had just 22 total rebounds, 5 of those offensive. So you lose the rebound battle in total by 9, and the offensive side of it by 13. And I know we don't keep track of it, but I'm curious to know how many of Durant's 48 came off of second chance opportunities from the off. I would assume at least 35 to 40. A lot of their points came off the second chances. But just to close things out here, Brandon, fouls were 6-5 in favor of Durant with 1 less. And then McAlester had, let me see here, they turned the ball over 20 times in this game, and Durant turned it over just 5 times. And that was, again, the other big differentiator other than the rebounds. And then finally, the blocks, McAlester had 3 to Durant's 2. And that is a look at your stats.
I mean, again, turnovers plus opposing offensive rebounds equal more shot attempts, and with more shot attempts, even if you're shooting with a lesser rate, that's going to usually lose you ball games, especially at the rate of what we saw tonight. A lot of what we saw against Glenpool for most of the year. The 3 games that we played against Glenpool, it just leads to turnovers, leads to more shot attempts, leads to a higher differential, and that's what we saw tonight. 48-25, McAlester led at one point 12-1, and then Durant went on the run that they did, and there is your final score. But any final thoughts on this game and also on the season for McAlester as we just wrapped up the regular season for the Lady Buffaloes?
Yeah, it's a tough loss. I think the one good thing here is that you've got some time before you've got to go and take on Booker T next week. You're going to get to rest for the rest of this week. I assume they'll watch some film, look at some things that they can do better, and hopefully they can find something that can spear them towards a pretty good performance against Booker T when that time comes.
Yeah, what you want more than anything is you want McAlester to be playing their best ball. Even if it doesn't lead to a win next Thursday, you want McAlester to be playing their best basketball so that you know that you didn't leave anything out on the floor. But on the flip side of things, we've said it when McAlester played Carl Albert in football. Obviously not the outcome that we wanted in that game, but the statement still remains true. You just have to be better than them for one night.
Yep.
If McAlester can put it all together, they can find their outside shot, they can quit turning the ball over. Because where would this team be, Chase, with 8 less turnovers per game on the year?
Oh, man. I mean, they've won, 5 games on the season? Mm-hmm. Maybe double the amount of wins, maybe at the very least, at least 3 or 4 more. And that makes such a huge difference on the game. If you turn it over, you can't get shot attempts, you can't score. So just to answer your question, I mean, they'd probably have at least 3 to 4, maybe 5 more wins.
Yeah, I mean,
if not more.
If you can cut down the turnovers, at least for one night, then that might put you right in the thick of it against Booker T. But again, as you mentioned, Chase, you have 9 days to be able to figure that out. You have 9 days to get a rest, which I feel like we haven't had a lot of chances to do that here in the last couple of months with a lot of basketball in January and also in December with our tournament play as well. But McAlester will go to Booker T, and they'll play them, we believe, next Thursday. We'll get you a time on that when the brackets are officially drawn up. But final score here tonight was 48-25, and now all that's left is postseason basketball. 3 wins to the state tournament for whoever you root for on either the boys or the girls side. But we are going to get excited for that and get prepared for it on our end. But on your end, we'd like to thank our sponsors one more time. Chase, can you do the honors?
No problem, Brandon. We're going to go ahead and send shout-outs to Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air, McAlester Direct Primary Care, Fenton Nissan McAlester, W.E. Alford Propane, The Bank & A, Stipe Law Firm, Vickers Power Sports, and First Realty.
And don't forget to check in with Chase over on Rock 105.1 as we're going to be having some small school basketball, postseason basketball coming up later on this week as well. We believe this week it'll either be Hartshorn on Thursday or we're going to be having some regional tournament action happening on Saturday over in Indianola. So one of the two, we'll make sure that we get you covered on that end. And, of course, when we go to the state tournament, if any of our local teams make it that far, we will be giving you action on there as well on Rock 105.1 FM, KTMC FM officially for those call letters. But a big thank you to our board operator, Austin Wheat, and thank you, the listener, for spending your Tuesday night with us as well. And one final time for the McAlester Activity Center, a.k.a. the MAC in McAlester, Oklahoma, for the 2025-2026 season. The McAlester Lady Buffaloes fell tonight 48-25 to the Durant Lady Lions. Until next week, when McAlester basketball begins the postseason with the regional tournament, on behalf of Chase McNutt and myself, this is Brandon Green saying, don't just have a great night, have a Buffalo night, everybody.